Philadelphia Eagles, I think, are one to consider here because 66 dropbacks with motion at the snap. That ranked 24th in 2023. They were 19th in 2022. Obviously, Shane Steichen leaves in 22. Or at the end of the 22 season, Brian Johnson takes over last year. But now they hire Kellen Moore, who was 5th. Now, I do think this is interesting because he didn't do this with the Cowboys. He was 21st in terms of motion at the snap in 2022, but with the Chargers last year, he was 5th, was Kellen Moore. So I think that's interesting. You pointed out he's a guy that probably just watches this around the league and is like, I'm going to take this stuff and I'm going to do it.
The reason why it probably happened is because guess who faced the Miami Dolphins in week 1 of last season? The Los Angeles Chargers.
That's a great point. Great
point. Then in week 2, they instantly implemented it with Josh Palmer. They did some stuff with Keenan Allen. And so maybe I need to reset my priors here a little bit, but I still really appreciate what Kellen Moore does. And I think last year in the Chargers was a pretty difficult situation that it turned into. But the overarching conversation here is, I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles have been an offense that is quite similar over the last, 2 seasons? Now, it's been very successful. Don't get me wrong. But, they'll run inside zone. They'll do RPOs to Dallas Goedert and some other stuff close to the line of scrimmage. Then when the numbers change in the back half, guess what? You've got alphas out there in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith who can win their one-on-ones. It's not that simple, but it kind of feels like that simple. And just overall with motion, last year they were 32nd in the league at 32%. Okay. And if you look at 11 personnel usage, they were 11th in the league at 70%. And that has, gone down a little bit because this is a team that kind of lives in certain groupings and certain personnel packages. And so, their head coach has come out and said that this offense is going to be Kellen Moore's. And if that's the case, Matt, we're going to see, as you said, more motions, more creativity, more things that do look different. And I kind of wonder if this is going to help or hurt or somewhere in between Jalen Hurts. And it's something that maybe we don't see the best of it until week 5 or week 7, because it's in some ways probably going to be a whole new world in many aspects than what Jalen Hurts has occupied over the last few years.
Yeah, I think some quarterback evaluators would just say he can't do this stuff. Like he can't run an offense like a Dak Prescott or Justin Herbert has run. And I guess we'll find out. Like that's the thing here is the Eagles are clearly banking on a step forward for Jalen Hurts, like a little bit of an evolution of him as a player. And to your point, I think the no matter what answer is that it's probably going to take a little bit of time.